Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will change everything about the landscape of the NFL. This is not just another trade rumor. This is seismic, earth-shattering, and it could reshape the power dynamics of the entire league. We're talking about a player who's not just a superstar in his position, but an elite force, one of the best in the league today. Imagine the chaos, the buzz, the frenzy that's currently exploding in the front offices of one particular NFL team, a team that's been desperately clawing for a breakthrough, a resurgence, something, anything, to pull them out of their rut. Phones ringing off the hook, hushed conversations happening behind closed doors, and text alerts pinging relentlessly. It's as if the entire organization is on the verge of a monumental breakthrough. My sources, those close to the action, have just confirmed something huge, a development so significant, it will have ripples across the entire NFL and beyond. You wouldn't believe the lengths to which they're willing to go to secure this deal. The clandestine meetings, the encrypted phone calls that bounce off satellites just to remain undetected, private jets chartered at odd hours. The suspense is palpable, and you're on the edge of your seat, desperate to know more. Who could this game-changing athlete be? Let's shift our attention to the Atlanta Falcons, a team that's been yearning for a return to their former glory. The Falcons, a team with a storied history but more recent struggles, have been in a tailspin for the better part of a decade. It's been 8 long years since they last tasted the sweet nectar of a winning season, an era marked by frustration and heartbreak for their loyal fan base. An 8-9 record in the 2025 regular season was just another chapter in their ongoing saga of mediocrity. With the NFC South slipping away and the playoffs nothing more than a distant dream, it's clear that changes are desperately needed. The once proud franchise has seen its fair share of ups and downs, but the current situation is dire. They've been searching far and wide, exploring every possible angle to rejuvenate the team, to inject some much-needed firepower into the roster. The problem? A glaring void in their offensive lineup where talent is lacking and star power is desperately needed. Their quarterback situation remains in flux. The offensive line struggles to protect. And although they have promising talents like Bijan Robinson and Drake London, a key piece is missing from their puzzle. And then there's the defense, which, while promising on paper with players like A.J. Terrell and Xavier Watts, needs reinforcement. The Falcons have been scouring the market with an unrelenting pursuit, conducting secret meetings, sending private jets to scout potential targets, whispering over encrypted phone lines far away from prying eyes. Months have gone by with no solid lead until suddenly there was a breakthrough. And then, they found him. I'm talking about Jake Ferguson. Yes, Jake Ferguson, the Dallas Cowboys' esteemed tight end, a player whose name strikes fear into the hearts of opposing defenses. Jake Ferguson, who just turned 27 2 days ago, is not just another player. He is a game changer. A 6'5" juggernaut standing tall at 250 pounds, Ferguson has been the embodiment of consistency and excellence for the Cowboys. Let's delve into his incredible stats. In the 2025 season, Ferguson played all 17 games, amassing a career-high 82 receptions out of 102 targets, accumulating 600 receiving yards with an average of 7.3 yards per reception. This season saw him haul in 8 sensational touchdowns, highlighting his prowess in the red zone. Known for his powerful contested catches and his uncanny ability to separate from defenders, Ferguson is a formidable offensive weapon. And let's not forget his chemistry with Dak Prescott. The Cowboys' quarterback trusts him implicitly, relying on him in critical situations time and again. Ferguson's breakout performance was crystallized in the 2023 season when he led all NFL tight ends with 25 red zone targets. His value to the Cowboys cannot be overstated, and yet he could become the missing piece the Falcons desperately need. Atlanta sees Ferguson as the perfect fit, a player who could reignite their offense, offering the red zone efficiency and reliability they have been craving. Behind the scenes, there's an intense drama unfolding. An NFL authority has been quoted saying, "If Atlanta pulls this off, they're geniuses." The Falcons' new president of football operations, Matt Ryan, is working tirelessly in the shadows, orchestrating what could be the coup of the decade. They're navigating treacherous waters as rival teams, aware of Ferguson's potential impact, are trying to block this deal. Everyone wants a piece of him, and who could blame them? Ferguson is a top 10 tight end asset, despite a slight dip in 2025 due to Prescott's injury struggles. The money from this potential acquisition would be massive, targeted towards upgrading facilities and signing additional key players to strengthen their roster. Kevin Stefanski, Atlanta's new head coach, is on an emotional roller coaster. He knows that landing Ferguson could be the difference maker, the catalyst that propels the Falcons back to relevance. Stefanski, a two-time AP NFL Coach of the Year, is familiar with what it takes to build a winning team, and with Ferguson, he sees the potential for greatness. He envisions Ferguson operating within his offensive scheme, elevating the production of players like Bijan Robinson and Drake London, while providing quarterback security and opening up passing lanes. The performance bonuses being discussed are as enticing as they are ambitious. We're talking specific numbers that reflect Ferguson's potential to transform games, bonuses for every 10-yard catch, additional pay for touchdowns exceeding 8 per season. It's insane, but that's the faith the Falcons management has in his abilities. The financial implications of such a deal are significant. However, the Falcons, under Matt Ryan's leadership, are crafting a meticulous plan to make this happen. They're strategizing how Ferguson's hefty contract can be absorbed into their cap space. Structure, finesse, and negotiations are keywords here. Atlanta is looking at staggering Ferguson's salary over the next few years, spreading out signing bonuses and possibly restructuring current contracts to fit him under the cap. Upon his arrival, Ferguson would not only fill a gap, but become a cornerstone in a rejuvenated Falcons offense, perhaps even ousting current tight end discussions surrounding Kyle Pitts' status. The synergy of Ferguson with Atlanta's young core could very well turn this team into a Super Bowl contender, something that's been elusive for far too long. The excitement doesn't end there. Imagine, if you will, the Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank passionately declaring, "We're building a dynasty." The echoes of his words reverberate not just within the halls of the Falcons' headquarters, but across the entire city of Atlanta. Fans, social media influencers, NFL analysts, the whole spectrum of football enthusiasts, are set ablaze in a frenzy of anticipation. Tweets, hashtags, posts, likes, shares, comments, it all explodes with unprecedented intensity. Jake Ferguson donning the Atlanta Falcons colors, can you even begin to imagine? The very thought stirs a whirlwind of emotions, of visions of a team once again at the top, challenging the giants of the league. The next 48 hours are pivotal, crucial, with every second ticking down to what promises to be a monumental decision in Falcons history. As we wrap this up, imagine Jake Ferguson as the spark that reignites the Falcons' flame, the player who turns their aspirations into reality. Drop a comment below. Do you want this trade to happen? I want HIM or nah? Let your voice be heard. And don't forget to subscribe and share this video because this is the start of something big. The Atlanta Falcons are on the brink of greatness. Can you feel it? Let's go.